Welcome back to the 2-Minute Updates, the Bob Davis podcast. I've been having some issues uploading these videos to Facebook, so I don't even know if this thing's going to load. Just drinking my coffee this morning. It's a little early. Got up early this morning. Some people are staying up late. I got up early. I got up about 3:15, which is about an hour ago. Hey, welcome to my 60s kitchen. This place I'm living in was built in the early 60s, and I think what's really interesting is those cabinets are the same cabinets I had in a house I was when I was like 4. And it's really weird because this is my 60s. This is my 60s broadcast bunker. This is the living quarters of the broadcast bunker. Downstairs is where all the broadcast equipment is, but upstairs is the living quarters. And I just think it's fascinating that those cabinets are the 60s. So greetings from the 60s. Today's update will be in black and white in celebration of the 60s quality of my cabinets. There's an awful lot going on. New poll says that Romney or Ron Paul can beat Obama. Something like 3 in 5 or whatever it is, I don't know what the ratio is, are concerned that Obama will win re-election, and yet I'm still not seeing the coalition of Republicans come together on a candidate. Maybe that'll happen at the Republican convention. A lot of people talking about the Iranian situation. We will get into it a little bit this morning. We're not going to spend the whole morning on it, but you're starting to see a lot of chatter and discussion about the Iranians. And, Ahmadinejad is currently in Venezuela, and they're both talking about the bomb in Venezuela. And the storyline seems to be that the more pressure we put on them forces them to double down on the bomb, and on, basically development of nuclear weapons technology. For people who don't know, you refine for energy uses not as much as you have to refine for weaponization. So when they're going to refine nuclear material, they have to refine it up to 80 or 90% for weaponization, but 3 to 5% for, is my understanding, for energy use. So it would be pretty obvious. The other thing is, if you're going to do it for energy use, why do you need to refine it way down below ground, which is what they're doing. They're moving their refining capabilities to a bunker, which is in a mountain, which is far below the ground. So it would make it difficult to strike it from the air. I don't understand why you'd have to do that for quote-unquote peaceful purposes. And I don't get this storyline that if we push them too hard, that's going to cause more of a problem. But that seems to be what's going on. And I'm wondering whether that is being generated to a certain degree by the White House, which is really in a conundrum here because they're not being able to have any effect on what Iran is doing. They've got an American citizen over there that they're going to execute. That's becoming a huge issue. Do you think that the schools should have a policy in which they tell the teachers how to handle controversial topics, whether it is gay rights or some other politically potentially hot issue that people might have opinions about? That's what they're talking about in Anoka-Hennepin. The teachers union says there shouldn't be any policy. A citizens group is saying that they want some specific policy regarding the teaching or discussion of personal opinions when it comes to sexuality, because they feel concerned that a certain type of sexuality is going to be promoted by teachers in the schools. This is going to be a very controversial topic. And regardless of how you feel about gay rights, I think it shows the degree of frustration that parents have. This is a very large school district, Hennepin Anoka, with not being able to control what is going on in the school in terms of how they teach and what they teach. And so I think there's a sense with this Anoka-Hennepin thing of parents trying to recapture some control over the schools. We might talk about that either today or tomorrow. So join us at 6, Davis and Emmer, Twin Cities News Talk, AM 1130. I'm going to drink my coffee, and hopefully I can get this thing to load on Facebook. Having some problems getting QuickTime videos to load on Facebook, so I may have to do it through YouTube. We'll see.